All right. Here's the other fan. It may be a little hard to see. Let me turn on the light of this other fan. I'm eventually gonna have some fluorescent lights installed above that one too, but for now, this is what I've got. Let me turn off this fan back here so you don't hear the humming of it. This is right after I got done with the SMC Grayton video. This is the SMC Grayton that's behind here. But here's one of my GE vent. I'm gonna say unknown for now, but I know it's got GE vents because it's got those vents on the motor housing. I actually have two of these. Excuse me. But I believe I have it on low by the pull chain. I don't remember. I have it off completely right now, but I haven't put the switch in yet. I haven't put the 3-speed wall control in it yet. Okay, so yeah, there's low. But I don't have a dimmer switch right now to put in this one. So as of right now, it's just going to be on-off light and, well, controlled like any other fan anyway, because I'm not going to mess with the wiring on that one right now. I really do need to put some better wires up there. You can kind of see the wire nuts hanging down on the other side of the truss up there. This one's canopy is actually installed correctly. It's actually installed completely, and I would love to see what this one looks like when it gets slowed down. So yeah, there's medium. I mean low, not medium. About to be medium though. So let me go ahead and switch it to medium. Moves around a little bit. It wobbles slightly on medium. Has a hint of bearing noise, but little to no hum. You could definitely sleep with this thing. The the SMC behind us is probably not a fan you'd want to sleep with because it just buzzes and vibrates so much. It's more of a kitchen fan or perhaps living room. You'd at least be able to hear your shows over it if you keep your TV up high enough. I mean, I have a TV right below here, like right in front of you guys, but you guys are just peering over the TV to look at this. And I can have my TV super low, and I don't even hear the thing humming until I pause anything that I'm watching. So, it's a good living room hum. This one right here, though, it's you would barely even be able to hear it when you're trying to sleep. You would hear the wind noise over the hum. It's so quiet, despite how old it is. That's how good these GE vent fans are. And here comes high. Despite how old this one is, the reverse switch does work, which is a little rare for these kind of fans because they're so old and the contacts just get corroded or just completely ruined sometimes because of how rarely they're ever used. There is a bulb in that middle globe there. It's a 15-watt bulb. It's the only size bulb I could get to fit in it. So you just have to take my word for it. There is a bulb in it. Unfortunately, there's no 3-way pull chain to show it. This fan is subject to getting a 3-way pull chain in it eventually. I do have a 3-way pull chain I could wire in it, but that's just not at the top of my agenda at the moment. I've got a lot of other fans that need work over just putting in convenient things in fans. I've got fans that need blade brackets, blade arms, and all that other stuff. Some even just need screws ordered, and a few need new mounting brackets and light kits. So yeah, not exactly on the top of my agenda. I'm gonna switch it to low and reverse it. Like I said, I don't have the three-way, or I don't have the three speed wall switch on this one yet, because I don't want to mess with the wiring at the moment. So let me just reverse it. The blades on this one were a little warped too. It wobbled a lot worse. This is actually the first time I've ever had it completely installed, just like the Grayton, the SMC Grayton. This is the first time I've ever actually had this installed completely. There was one time where I got close to installing this thing, but I think the reverse switch was just giving me issues. Some of the reverse switch on these things, they may work in reverse, but they're really finicky. Like, it's really strange. There's low, reverse. I believe that's low. Yeah, it's low. There we go. There's medium reverse. Make sure that middle globe is tight. It felt loose for a second. That's tight. This is probably one of my better antique fans, just like the SMC Grayton. And these things just have beastie motors in them. They're so reliable. And this thing just flies on high. Like, it's such a quiet fan. And I'm glad, despite its age, I'm glad I was able to mess with the blade brackets without them breaking. As well as the SMC Grayton, because the SMC Grayton's got even older blade brackets. It wobbles a little more on medium, but that's common for some fans that wobble in general. That's about as much as the Southwind wobbled, because the Southwind was installed here before this one. I took down the, I don't know if I said it before, but I took down the Southwind because it was making some dry bearing noises, and it wasn't getting any quieter either. It was just getting louder, so I'm assuming the top bearing was drying out. So I decided to take it down before I ruined the bearings in it. Because otherwise, I was just going to keep running it and running it and running it, because I leave my fans on high when I'm sleeping, because I just like a lot of wind while I'm sleeping. It helps me, it helps with my sleep patterns, basically. There's a lot of other people just like me out there like that. Alright. Switch it back to low and hope the fan doesn't take my finger when I try to reverse it. There we go. I'm going to give it a little help. It's not recommended to reverse the fan while it's running, but I'm turning it down to low when I hit reverse, so I'm not straining the flywheel. Now let's go to high. We're going to do a spin down. Gonna give it a good while. I might even turn the light off too. Give you guys a oof. Got that helicopter noise when I got close to the fan. Let's see, can you guys see it well like that? You can. The tripod that I'm using makes it to where I can't see the very middle part of my screen. I can only see the edges where I hit the record button. So fan's view is being blocked for me, but I can tell you guys are fully viewed in on the fan because I can see the full diameter of the blades rotating. Alright. I'm going to hit its main power. I hope I hit the right one. I sure did. So now it's spin down. And I will start it back up on high to give you guys the high startup. I'm not going to bother getting close to the motor. I may. The reason why I didn't get close to the Grayton motor is because you could hear it the entire video. so there was no point in doing it. But I might get close to this one just so you guys can hear any noise that it makes. If it does make any noise, I mean, obviously it's probably going to, but see the way it's rotating now. This is the exact reason why I want to put it on one of those wall switches, because I want to get I want to get aesthetic low out of this. Because I believe seeing the cane and the blades while it's rotating and on and light kits on and everything is the important part about these older fans. I never did get on top of the motor to see if it had a date on it. I might have to take a look at that, see how old this one is. Dan Newman has tested a bunch of these fans. I think he's tested this exact model before. Or not this fan, but this particular model. Like the same light kit, same motor, same blades. Just a copy of it. If he ever runs across this video, you'd probably be interested in this one, especially the twin that I have that has the five flower light kit instead of just the 4 flower with the globe like it is now. I could honestly swap the light kits if I wanted to, because they're literally the exact same fan to both of them. One of them's just got a slightly lighter or darker motor housing. I can't tell which. I might bring the twin out and put it on the other testing rig, and I'll do a fan versus fan. Since they're twins, I'll do like a motor versus motor. They don't have the same vents, I think. I think one of them has a slightly different vent pattern, but I believe they're both GE. I'm no expert when it comes to like identifying the type of motor or anything like that. So let's go ahead and turn this on high. Starts up pretty quickly, as GE motors always do. Like I said, I would really love to put the combined low speeds on this one. Alright. I'm going to turn it off by the chain, and I'm going to give you guys a startup sound. So since you guys have already seen the spin down, I'm going to slow it down by hand. I believe the twin is the one that has the bad reverse switch. It goes in reverse, but you have to hit the switch in the right way to get it to click. Alright, let's get close up to this thing. And I'm going to hope to not keep up my streak of hitting the phone on one of the blade brackets, because I did that the last couple times I did the startups. Alright, so let's do it. Okay. So it does have a bit of motor noise. I don't think I've ever actually been that close to it when I turned it on. So yeah, it does have a bit of motor noise, but you guys could probably hear it better than I could because I had you guys right up to it. I might listen to this video with headphones after I upload it and see. I might do that with every video that I've uploaded where I've gotten up close to the motor and see just how much motor noise there is. But yeah, let me turn the light back on and I'll show you. Let me see how warm these are. Unscrew them, because I am going to show you guys that there is a light in the middle here. Oh, you can see it just fine like that. Yeah, there's a light. It looks brighter on camera than it is in real life. It's a very dim. It's one of those garden string light bulbs, the 15-watt bulbs. So yeah, there's a bulb in there. And I've got these same bulbs that I had in the Southwind on this one, because why have an old fan and put the crappy LED Chinese-made bulbs in them? But yeah, that's all I have for this video. Maybe I'll show this one on the wall switch control. It and its twin. I'll see what I can do about getting its twin installed and getting the blades looked at on that one too, because that one might have warped blades too. I've never seen the condition of those blades. I believe this one's got the lighter cane blades. The other one's got darker cane blades. So there's a distinct difference between the two. They're just so similar to each other. Alright. Thank you guys for watching.